Okay, here we
Sorry,
are.
he said it's time. I got triggered.
We're live!
Hello! What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Oh, look at that. There is a baby. There's two baby faces out there. And Eric Sutherland and Owen Ginter. Oh, my sweet baby Jesus. Albert Rodriguez is in the house. Shane Smith is out there. Saturation Station. Look at that. Pippa's out there already. Train Sonic. Swag is in the house.
Swagalicious.
VRV is out there.
Big prospect. Big prospect. Big prospect.
TVA Ryan back for the third week in a row. Holy shit. Man, you were just cruising for a bruise in here. Holy hell.
You don't have to show up. Like, you don't have to pity us.
No, this isn't a pity party.
We don't mind it though.
No, not at all.
Like, we understand if you've got better things to do. It's totally okay, dude.
Yep.
I'll take the pity. I don't give a shit. I'm shameless.
Shameless vapes.
And that's how I met Mrs. Meter. Yeah.
Do want to give everybody a little quick heads up. If all of a sudden you see me running from the show or I just cut out all of a sudden, there's some major storms coming through the area tonight, so shit might go haywire. We're actually under tornado watch until 11 o'clock, so that'll be fun.
Likewise, we're only under a severe thunderstorm at the moment.
If you see my tubby ass get up and start running, you know why.
And it came through here earlier. It was wicked.
Did it cool off right away after?
Yeah.
I say we almost hit 80 today. It was kind of nice.
Yeah,
It was
it was
85
blowing.
here today.
I was gonna say it was 90 here.
Yeah, I was at 90, 95 here today. Fucking hot.
Damn.
Oh, how's everybody doing this evening? How you guys?
Wicked pissa.
Doing awesome. I just the Mae Young Classic was on right before the show, and probably the best women's wrestling match of the year was the main event. It was fucking nuts. It's fantastic. Vapor Vape knows what I'm talking about.
Nice.
So I had fun watching that.
Oh, so you weren't talking about Michelle Watterson's open workouts today?
No.
I did catch those.
That's what I'm talking about for the best women's wrestling.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Are you sure you spelled that right?
Probably
Oh,
not.
Vaporous Vape hasn't seen it yet. Oh.
No spoilers, he says.
What did you do with your day? What did you do with your day today, Vaporous Vape? Shit.
What's up, Philly Vapes? Robert Knight's in the house. Oh, the Wombatsky is out there.
The Great Wombatsky.
Oh, look, Lumi needs a beard.
You feeling left out, Lumi?
No.
I mean,
Well, you know,
Not anymore.
Robert Knight did call it the Bearded Seven, so I mean, I don't know if he was talking about that beard or your other beard or, you know, whatever. Calling a spade a spade. Way to go, Robert. Philly's in the house out there. Joy to the motherfucking I will say it.
Oh!
Mother effer.
Hello, Pippa.
So if you guys didn't catch the name of the show tonight, you guys are in charge, so you guys get to pick what we talk about tonight. I figured it would be one of those kinds of nights instead of us just doing our normal ramblings. We'll do ramblings based on what you want to talk about tonight.
Let's talk about Sharpies for a minute.
Okay.
You don't get to choose.
Those sons of bitches leave their mark everywhere, though.
Were you writing on paper on a desk? Was that-
It just happened to be here. That's all I had.
I was about to say that's your own fault. You don't blame the knife for stabbing somebody. You blame the person that held the knife.
Huh.
That's true.
You know, that does bring up a good point. You don't blame the jewel, you blame the user.
The jeweler.
No, you that's not how that works. That's got to be the one exception to the rule. Ask Dr. Gottlieb.
Yeah, this is true. Apparently, I missed that conversation.
If you're going to pass out, make sure that you hide all the Sharpies first.
And take your shoes off.
Also, no sniffing the Sharpie.
Do you think we can have like a tutorial on the best way to remove tape from a human's facial skin?
Well, you just rip it all off at once.
Hey, you do it quickly.
yep,
Yeah.
like a Band-Aid.
Fast.
Or man's waxing.
Yeah.
Like, was your mustache getting out of control, Lumi? And this is just like some sort of elaborate waxing ritual that you've drug us into. Like, I'm honestly curious.
Yep.
We're onto it.
Little lower lip fuzzies, a little bit on top. Best way to get rid of it, we'll just hide it like we're wearing a fake beard.
Doesn't it kind of look like Colonel Sanders?
I was just going to say
Beard and
that.
mustache?
He's either an English professor or Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
I think she cut herself shaving multiple times.
Yeah.
That's
definitely.
toilet paper.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Mom says crocodiles is ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
No, Colonel Sanders. That's
Something's
still
wrong
one
with
of
his
the best
medulla
moments of that
oblongata.
movie. No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
At least we know how Lumi spent her day making a beard.
No, I just did this in like a couple of seconds with a paper towel. So, Owen, there is hope for you. You can still have a majestic beard if you get a paper towel. Get you some like cotton. Use a Sharpie, color it a little bit, make it ginger.
You know, I think the only time he's using paper and towel is to wipe away the tears when he shaves his face.
Mm-hmm.
Or when he's wiping away something else when he's getting that nookie because he shaved his beard.
Gotta be that guy. Gotta play Captain Save-A-Ho, don't you, Jesse?
Hey.
Oh, somebody disappeared.
It's too much for the meter?
You know, that is a good topic, Pippa. I do like that question. Is there a place for being an elitist and exclusive in the vape industry? I will give you a straightforward answer. No. No, there is not a fucking place for it, period. As long as you're staying off the stinkies, there is no place for that whatsoever.
I mean, the Plumes of Hazard have been doing it for how many years? Like they all vape on that top end shit. So I mean, I'll be the counterpoint. Like I totally see that there's a market for that high end shit.
Well, no, elite people or elite products?
Yeah. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. Are we talking about Like I'm an elitist because of the products, or
I'm an elitist because I think I'm better than everybody else, or
Right. I vape a 600.
or is it just
mod.
yeah, or is it the actual $600 mod?
Or I enjoy nice things.
like, there's nothing wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with liking nice stuff. Like I totally get it. I totally get it. You want that atomizer to last, 15 years. You want, you like your top end shit. I get the love for the top end gear. I get it. Like I drool over the same pictures that everybody else does.
Yep, and so do I. Fuck, ID Vocus fucking Instagram. That's prime example right there of drooling over shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's got just some beautiful gear, but
ID Vocus does, yeah.
I think it's perfectly fine to have high-end gear. I think it's not perfectly fine to feel like you're above everybody else and treat everybody different because you're better than them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're rocking, let's say, this or this,
Mm-hmm.
or if you're fucking rocking a Tube Mac or whatever. It doesn't matter. There's just no place to, in my eyes, don't be that cocksucker that says, well, because you can only afford or run this device.
We all breathe the same. We all shit the same. We're not different.
Yeah, you can't be going, well, just because you run some low-end device doesn't mean that you should be nixed from the community at all. No.
I'm looking for my iStick 50 watt. I
think everybody.
they didn't all burn everything down. There was only like 2 of them that did that.
Yeah, mine still works.
Yeah, mine still works.
Great.
Actually, I think my battery's still charged on this.
Oh yeah, I guarantee. Yeah, I was gonna say I guarantee it's still holding the charge.
Yeah. And it's right at 50 because I pushed that thing as far as it would fucking go.
Yeah. Like there's
2 watts.
like you could probably pick up an iStick 50 watt for like $10 right now. And you'll have yourself a nice little mod. Just don't put it under your fucking pillow when you charge it.
Even this little cocky bastard.
Yeah.
Still charged.
Like if I could find like a stash of like iStick 40 watts that someone had sitting around, I would probably buy a bunch of them.
Yeah, I bought a few of the 30 watts for like 15 or 20 bucks a couple years ago for some friends who wanted to get into vaping.
Yeah, those are great little starter devices. And then you just, when you can, you pick up a couple like little Nautilus minis.
Exactly. Yep.
You just hand that out. And that's what I give my my sister and my brother-in-law when I wanted them to stop smoking. My sister proceeded, I think, pretty sure she sold it, but my brother-in-law is still using the same setup. He's still got his little Nautilus Mini with his iStick 30, just rocking it out. Loves it.
That's my everyday vape for a solid year, probably. Nautilus Mini and the iStick.
That was one of my first videos, was how to run a dripper on an iStick Mini or on a iStick 20.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I showed people how to do a 1 watt coil or 1 ohm coil. So fire
below 1 ohm.
Yeah, won't fire below 1 ohm, but it was great. Great little device.
My 20 still works too.
Well, that's the thing is right there. Robert knocks it out of the park. If it keeps you off the smoke, it's gold. It doesn't matter whether it's a $20 device or a $600 device. It doesn't fucking matter. As long as you're staying off the stinkies, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
What's up, Edward Cap?
What's
Edward
up,
Cap's here?
Chain Sonic?
Yep.
That means Mimi's lurking like a shark in the water.
Edward, how are you, buddy?
All right, so while we're testing the waters of what I can get away with, because this is my prime hours of being awake and fully uncensored. Jesse, when you said we all shit the same, there are some that put their feet up on a bucket to elevate their...
Because they're too cheap to buy a squatty potty.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't talking about methods of doing it. I was talking about the actual doing it. I mean...
What about the North Korean president?
Well,
he doesn't shit.
Are you talking about what do they call? What do they call those over in Korea? I think they call them Western style toilets. Is what they call them. Where it's a trough you squat over. So if you're ever out and you see and you're like, oh man, I really gotta go, and you head into it and you're in South Korea and you head into their like restrooms, that's what you're gonna find. Like there's gonna be like a trough on the wall for peeing, and then there's gonna be some open air troughs that you have to kind of squat over, and it's got the little thing on the end of it, and that's how you push the water.
Pippa, to answer that question, is absolutely not.
That shouldn't even
No,
exist.
what?
That should not even exist.
Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I can see the point there, but I would still want the bottle.
Yeah, no, not in the shape of a donut. I'm just thinking purely on the. What the fuck am I supposed to? Am I squeezing this, or has it got a dripper? And if it's got a dripper, how do you get to the other side of the donut if there's a hole in the middle? It just seems kind of counterproductive.
Go buy a donut.
And the people that put that out are also a bunch of what do we call them? They're
snatch and grabbers.
No, they're smash and grab e-liquid company pretty much, but
A fly-by-night type.
fly by night. But they rip someone else's advertisements off too, on top of having donut shaped bottles. And it's like, dude, do you think that this is a good fucking idea for this community? Like everybody should shun the shit out of these people. There's another company that ripped off Krispy Kreme's logos, and people that I like a lot are sitting there taking pictures of it and throwing it up on their Instagrams. Stop. Fucking stop it.
Okay, I want to go back and clarify. No, I do not think it's good for commercial sale, but I would love, as a collection, a donut-shaped bottle.
You can buy the donut shaped bottles yourself. You don't have to, because I think that line rips off Dunkin' Donuts, if I remember it correctly.
And I'm sure it's like 7 or 8% Capella's glazed donut and like 3% sweetener.
Exactly.
Probably.
I don't think
These fuckers still haven't caught on about the Wonder Flavors glazed donut out there. Like, come on, guys. Like, step your fucking donut game up.
black cat, white face.
Stop.
Ma!
Yeah, so that's a definite no. But no,
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous, and it don't have a place in the vaping industry because of it being such an adult thing, and that being not an adult thing.
Although, you know what? I would buy some of them to put glaze in to put over my donuts, like a little glaze.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Different flavors and shit. You just grab the different flavor and squeeze it on there.
Yeah, that would be okay, but not vape related. Get that shit the fuck out of my house.
How are you still alive, Edward Cap? Holy hell, man.
Whoa. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're still kicking in with us, man. I'm glad they caught that in time.
Serious.
Most definitely.
That's a oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that old AAA, that is not a good thing. And I'm not talking about the car insurance company. He used to do fucking CAT scans left and right on people with those things. Ugh.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, no. There's anytime it's the AA to start that aortic aneurysm. Like, dude, you are lucky. You are lucky to
that and your abdominal aorta is one of the bigger it's one of the widest sections of the
it's fucking like that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are a lucky dude.
You could have bled out.
Man.
You could have bled out.
Take it easy. You could have bled out in seconds. That's the thing about those. So, praise your lucky stars. Do what the doctors tell you. Take it easy. Don't strain for a while, my man.
Yeah, dude. Do anything and everything that doctor tells you to do. Whew.
Yeah, that's some Jesus, man. Well, I'm happy you're still with us, Edward.
Oh yeah, man.
Definitely, man.
And you can probably thank vaping for helping a little bit, because you didn't have like permanently high blood pressure. You only get high blood pressure when you vape. So you're probably gonna have to lay off vaping for a little bit, man.
That's heavy duty.
That is heavy duty.
What's up, Kim Dixon?
What's up, Kim?
Keep vaping. Drop that nicotine level to 0, because that nicotine will raise it right up.
Yeah, you want to keep your BP down, man. Nothing. You don't want to do anything that elevate your blood pressure or thins your blood out.
No fucking hollering at kids. Nothing.
Yep.
You may as well just lock yourself in a room so that way you don't see what kind of bad shit they're doing. And God forbid you watch anything that has to do with fucking politics right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Chevy and Kim and Ruffini's all sneaking up in here.
Booyah!
Chevy.
Man. Blood pressure is fine. Good.
Yeah.
You gotta take it easy, man. That's a even a minor one.
Sounds like that's a good time to switch to Zero Nick.
They're screaming, Mimi.
Mimi! Hello, dear.
What's up, Mimi? Yeah.
You take good care
Keep an
of
eye on him.
over there.
Keep an eye on him. Don't let him get out of line. Don't let him start getting angry about stuff. You got to start swinging at people. Can't let him swing at nobody.
And he can only watch soft porn.
That's right,
There you
Dave.
go, BRV. That's some good solid advice there. It didn't take long for the dicks jokes to start, did it?
Oh boy.
Never does.
Vaporous
It's
vape.
windy outside.
Vaporous vape. That's awesome.
What's up, JFM Development?
JFM.
JFM, Scott Miller's in the house. What's happening, y'all?
Ooh, happy birthday Sunday, man.
Oh, speaking of birthdays, I didn't see him in the comments, but shout out to Socrates the Vaping Zebra.
Oh, yeah.
He had a shift change a while back, so he can't watch live anymore.
Oh,
So that's why we haven't seen him around. So happy birthday to Socrates.
Happy
Everybody send Socrates some dick pics for his birthday.
That's
get on
right.
it.
I made him a personalized card for his Facebook wall.
He's pretty awesome in person. We got to hang out in Detroit. Hopefully we'll hang out again this year. Happy birthday to the zebra. Don't let the lion eat you. Woo!
Well, maybe you want the lighting,
Motherfucker!
but that's a little different.
Well, nibbling
Yeah,
count.
that's true. That's
I
true.
mean,
If
it is
it's
his birthday.
If it is a birthday eating, take
Maybe-
that mullen. Take that
maybe
mullen,
like-
son.
Like heavy nibbling, maybe.
Look at the little puppies.
Where? Little.
I was gonna say, did Meter's dog's little?
Yeah,
I
no,
don't-
my
I-
smallest dog is 45 pounds and it's only 4 months old.
Meter's standing up, and those dogs are that tall.
Right? Well, this one drives himself to school.
Meter won't even adopt a puppy if it's under 50 when it comes out the womb.
I don't know. This guy only got in because we knew his parents.
There you go.
Where'd you get them dogs anyway?
Well, happy birthday this weekend, Edward, as well.
Happy birthday to Edward. Thank goodness they caught that. Don't
That's
let Screaming Mimi. Don't let Screaming Mimi get your blood pressure up. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, and
Is that our change topic sign?
apparently,
Well, Pippa had, would you rather never use social media again, or would you rather never watch a movie, TV show? Fuck social media. That's all
Fuck
I
social media and the other. Fuck it all.
yeah, I'd rather be able to watch Netflix.
Yeah, exactly.
What's funny is they say, yeah, I'd rather watch cable TV. I don't even want that anymore. I don't want that anywhere near fucking me at all.
Yeah, ever since I got rid of it, I don't fucking miss it at all. I guess I miss watching wrestling live, but like if I want to watch a football game, like I've got Prime, like Prime shows football games. So if I've got the itch, I can watch a football game.
Well, yeah, because I've got Prime and I've got Hulu Live, so
Yeah.
football games, I'm gonna watch the football games. That's something I'm not gonna miss. So I had to make sure I could get those, but and then fuck it.
There's also ways around that if you have a VPN. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
Allegedly.
I miss Justin.tv. Do you guys remember that site?
I do.
Yes.
That was a great fucking site.
Yeah.
Like that thing I think I went back looking for it and I was like, dude, this thing's trying to download all sorts of nastiness into my computer. Like, let's get out of here.
What is VapeTube?
Thoughts on Vape Dash Tube?
I've never seen Vape Dash Tube,
Yeah, I've
so I
only
can't give
heard
you my
of it.
thoughts on it. Is it like YouTube for vapors?
Or is that just like funky slang for a mech mod?
Well, I like VapeTube. Me like vape tube.
I like vape tubes too.
You like
Vape tube.
Vape tube.
Okay.
All the tubes.
YouTube for vapors. I mean, it's gotta who's on it, like who's made the jump. That's the thing.
Vape tube.
Yeah,
YouTube
like
already is YouTube for vapors.
None of us have heard of it. So what's the reach?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have somebody.
It's gonna be a hard sell.
Yeah,
kinda.
you gotta have somebody coming on. You gotta have somebody getting into the. You gotta pull one of the bigger guys and have them do it, and have them on the site, and that'll draw some people over. But until then, unfortunately, it's always gonna be small time compared to like YouTube, because YouTube's still the premium service for vapors right now.
Is it still in like? Is it still in the creation process, or is it a thing, or?
No, I'm on it right now. There's a couple reviewers. None of like the 100,000 plus reviewers are on here, but there's a couple guys I recognize. Jared the Vaping Goat's on here.
How many views are they pulling down on videos, or does it show that?
It's not a lot. Well, this
Yeah,
one
that's
one
what
day
that's.
ago, he has 60 views. I don't know.
So is it something that's fairly new?
I remember them talking about it on one of the TVC or Fagan's live shows a while back. But it was just like they were speculating, and they were like, it's gonna have to, somebody's gonna really have to get it moving for it to be more popular than YouTube.
There you go. Mike Vapes tried uploading 2 videos and they wouldn't load, so he said, "Screw it."
Yep. Yes.
That would have been the guy. That would have been the guy if you could give him another platform to upload videos to. He totally would have been done on it.
Way the road, boys.
Because they were talking about Vimeo as well, but the premium account for Vimeo is like so ridiculously expensive to be able to post, like longer than 10-minute videos
And a live stream.
Yeah, and to live stream. Yeah, there was additional charges for that.
Yeah, you had to pay to live stream on Vimeo.
Yeah, so everyone was like, "Yeah, sorry, not sorry."
Yep.
And that's where it does cut down a lot of people there, because if you're having to pay to put up stuff like this, like take me for example. I'm not making money off this shit. I'm not trying to make money off of this. I do it because I enjoy it.
Yep.
So I'm not gonna throw money away that I don't have just for something I'm enjoying and not making a living off of. It would be different if I was Mike Vapes or something like that, where I'm already making a living off this, and I could throw a little bit of money at it and see if it works. But on the other side of that, no.
It's ironic. I just had that exact conversation with that exact justification earlier today regarding the audio-only version of the I'm No Joe podcast, because now SoundCloud will only allow you to upload 3 hours of content for free. Period. Not like a month or a week, just period. You can only have 3 hours of content for free.
That's some bullshit.
So the audio-only part of the I'm No Joe podcast.
Speaking of which, when does that drop on YouTube?
It dropped 20 minutes ago.
God damn it. All right. I gotta make
Stealing
sure.
viewers from the show. I like it, Meter. I like it.
That's that I'll take the hit on that one because I was part of it, so I'm all right.
And, if folks would be interested.
Yep, we just
in
lost 3
such a
viewers, you
thing.
motherfucker.
I'm wondering who's behind the vape tube. Who's like,
Cough, cough. Newest
Yeah,
episode
who's
of I'm No Joe podcast. Cough, cough.
who's the driving force behind BaitTube?
it says VapeTube is the brainchild of 2 seasoned vapors who have both been on social media and business side of vaping for over 7 years. So,
But it doesn't.
Yeah, but who is it?
and it's when you do the contact us, it's it's somewhere else. It says
It's China.
15 Olympic Court, White Hills Business Park, Blackpool, FY4 5GU.
That's in England. So
There's another good one for from Pippa. What is something that is really popular now, but in 5 years everyone will look back on and be embarrassed by?
Sub-ohm tanks.
sub-ohm tanks are. I hate to break it to you, man, but sub-ohm tanks are still going to be around in 5 years.
Guess
Yeah,
I
I
to
know.
go.
I know. Batman's dick.
Well, I mean,
That's
if
that's popular right now, but they're gonna look back on it in 5 years and they're gonna go, "That was really stupid."
You know, I'm going with Scott Miller on this one. Skinny jeans.
Yep, for sure.
If it looks like you put on your girlfriend's pants, take the motherfuckers off.
But you know, it's kind of just like the past repeating itself, because in the 80s you tight rolled your jeans, and so you turned your jeans into kind of like skinny jeans. They're just doing it in a little different way now.
Yeah, it's that cycle of fashion that you see over and over and over again. Like things that were popular kind of in the 80s right now are the things that are coming back. Like fanny packs making a comeback. Although fanny packs, to be honest, never should have gone out.
True, very true.
Fanny packs.
I have three fanny packs, and I love them. One of them
Right?
is actually a gun holster.
Fanny packs are
Nice.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
It just needs a better name. Hip storage
No,
container.
Fanny pack.
Fanny pack. I don't know. You know what fanny means in England?
Yeah, they don't call them fanny packs in England. I forget what they call them, but
They're
It's an ass
bum bags in England, I think.
bum bags, yeah.
bag. What a bum bag.
But I mean, that like pro wrestlers never let those things go out of fashion. Like they've just rocked them. They've
Same
just
thing with Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
VRV, would you stop making me a liar? I said I don't make money off of this, and you're making me out to be a liar now. You bastard. Oh.
Booty bag.
Holla.
Perfect.
I believe we just had our first I tell you what of the stream.
I'll tell you what.
Tell you.
Third row seating. Oh, boy.
third row storage, maybe.
Yeah, that
No.
whole third row seating. My thoughts on that: just buy a fucking van or a minivan. One of the
Oh,
two.
you're talking about in a car. I took that with a whole different direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so did I, Meter.
I was like, we just call that the 5-hole around here. Kids these days and their fancy slang.
Edward Cap's liking those mesh coils for them sewing tanks.
The mesh coils are good. The mesh coils seem to be really good.
I've heard that about some of those sub-ohms, that the mesh coils are actually decent and
I've had a couple of mesh sub-ohm tanks come across my desk, and I've been impressed.
Pippa, everybody knows if they could talk, it would be cats. Cats would be the rudest.
See, I don't think cats would be all that rude. I think they would just. There's a difference between being completely fucking indifferent and being rude.
So you think that they...
Oh,
Whoa.
And
Yes, we think that they.
wait
well,
for
we
it.
know that the tornadoes are working their way up right now.
Potato.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
you're
Who
back.
went?
Potato.
How many?
Oh.
Just me?
Just you.
Yeah, just you.
That's my wonderful internet.
You're back though.
it wasn't me.
Get that hamster
I
back on
told
the
you
wheel.
guys I'd fucking run if it was me. I'm gone. Deuces. Love y'all. Fuck this computer. I can claim it. Then just buy new parts for the new one. We'll be good.
I have had a lot of crazy wind all day today.
I wonder. So,
Get
like,
a cork.
that is a pretty good question. Gizzard, who do you think the rudest animal would be?
The rudest animal.
I think Chachi's right.
Probably the honey badger.
I think badgers and wolverines would be up there.
They don't
Honey
care.
Badger don't give a fuck.
They don't
They
give
don't
a
care.
fuck.
They don't care. They don't give a fuck.
I can't see them being rude because they don't give a fuck, though.
Birds.
If
I
they don't
feel
give a
like-
fuck,
like,
they're just not going to say anything. They're just going to walk away.
Like downtown Chicago, the pigeons are like, give me that, give me that, give me that, motherfucker. Like they're very pushy. They're very rude.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking those city birds.
Yeah.
Just birds in general.
Like if you're in a park and there's like some ravens or blackbirds hanging around, like
See, I was thinking Alaska
walking
ravens.
through that park and those fuckers will curse you out.
There's some pretty rude geese out there.
See, I was thinking of ravens up in Alaska, because anybody that's ever been up to Alaska
Yeah.
during the wintertime, no joke, there are 3.5 foot, 4 foot tall ravens and eagles that will openly walk in flocks of 30 to 50 across a fucking gas station parking lot and run people away.
Yeah.
They're like small child-sized fucking birds, and they're evil, and they gather in groups. It's like a weird movie just waiting to be shot.
Wow.
You know,
Raven.
I'm going for a hippo.
They're like, no.
You just gotta feed those things ping pong balls, and they're
No,
good.
whenever they start taking a shit and they start flopping their tails around, I can only imagine what's going in their head.
This feels good. That's what's going on in their head. This is nice. I like this. I feel better now.
I
took a
like
shit.
mud.
I think something like a capuchin would be fucking a mouthy little cocksucker.
Squirrels.
Just a little monkey. The squirrels might be bad.
Yeah, the squirrels are little pricks.
Mm.
They sit there and they holler and growl at you and all kinds of stuff. Throw shit at. No, they'll throw shit out of the trees at you like nuts and stuff. They're mean.
Yep. Boy, cocksucker, I'm talking to you. Like I just picture like squirrels as being Australian.
Holy cocksucker.
Oi, you boy.
How about
You can be
monkeys? Monkeys are pretty rude. They'll
Oh, yeah,
jack
'cause
off
they'll
right
fight
in
shit
front
at
of you.
anybody.
Fling and poo.
Yeah, I think something like a house cat would just be completely indifferent. I don't
Yawn.
know how. Like every once in a while, it might pipe up like where the fuck's my food?
Right.
I think they would be more passive aggressive.
Ooh, you've got a point there.
You don't interest me, fucking
Yeah.
human.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that food dish is. I'm not saying that food dish is empty, but your mother's a whore. Like what?
So
Like,
what
does that
about?
have to do with the price of tea? What does that have to do with the price of tea?
So what if? What
Nothing.
if?
I'm not saying the food dish is empty. I'm just saying your mom gets around. That's all I'm saying. Just
So
have
who's
a
the-
conversation with your cat. Like
Who's to say if they could talk? Would they really be upset at that point? Maybe they're so upset because they can't talk. And if they can talk, they're just like, "Hey, man, what's up?" All of them.
So, Giz, question for you on the monkey's thought.
Mhm.
What type of monkey?
The ones that jack off right in front of you.
Oh,
no, they'd just be like, "Don't you look away, motherfucker."
eye contact. Eye contact.
Like I'm doing. Like this had the only way I can get off is when we're making eye contact. Like it's an episode of Fresh from the Kitchen.
You got to admit that's rude. That's just rude.
Evil Louis C.K. monkeys.
Oh.
I think Gizzard sent me a gift recently that he thought was completely harmless.
Oh, you're not going to show that on TV, are you?
I don't think anything does anything completely harmless.
No, I don't think he knew he sent me a gift when he sent a gift.
Giz, I love you,
That's
but
probably
I know
not ready for prime time. Just saying.
That means no. Don't do it.
We
But
all
let me
know.
tell you, that animal is fucking rude as shit.
That is. And that's no monkey.
Dolphins are rapey.
They have been known to do that.
Dolphins can almost speak English as it is. So I'm not sure.
They're not as rapey as they are dry humpy. Like they're not
That's
getting
only because
anywhere.
humans don't hold still.
There we go. There's another good one from Pippa. What's a set of items you could buy that would make a cashier the most uncomfortable?
Ooh.
Anal lube.
Like like a thing of lube and then a thing of preparation H. Just put them down right next to each other.
I could go one up on that.
Let's do this, guys.
A thing of lube, some preparation H, some duct tape, and some rope.
So, I actually got some really interesting looks when I did this one. We bought a huge thing of bleach, and then we bought heartburn medicine. And the guy was just looking at us like,
What are you gonna do with that, though?
That's when you just look at them and go, "It makes my tummy angry."
they were looking at us like there was another couple random items in that shopping cart, but he was most concerned about the bleach and the heartburn medicine.
I don't know. I don't know why you're concerned about those two things.
Oh, Eric says rope, rubbers, and Crisco. He says, "Fuck lube, we're just getting the Crisco."
Crisco, nice.
You know, I was thinking something like a fifth of Jack, a box of 10 condoms, and 10 blank CDs.
Coat hangers?
No, 10 blank CDs. Actually, no, make it 12.
Nice dozen, right?
Yeah, nice even dozen.
See, I was just thinking one of those, like, what was it, fucking redwood or whatever, camouflage stools, a giant tub of Crisco, and then one of those kids sections, My First Banjos. Because if the cashier gets that, you guys will have a good thing to talk about.
That's cool, Mimi. He's a good guy.
TVA says handcuffs and cattle prods. Not sure how you'd find both at the same time, but yeah.
Well, you take gizzards, then you add in like a thing of lye, then
Right.
and then a GPS.
I feel like some farm stores might have those two items.
Yeah.
Just for like a little farm store gas station type thing. They'd have those.
More likely than not, just not be phased by that combination.
Oh, Crisco, a gerbil, and some nail clippers.
Oh, it is almost Richard Gere's birthday, isn't it?
Oh, he went there. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I guess Chevy Man does have a point. You could probably get that all at the Tractor Supply store. Because they do carry a kind of an eclectic bunch of farming shit.
Yeah, Rural King is a good place probably. That they would have those. Because they sell all kinds of farm shit and furniture and every fucking thing.
Oh, actually, I know exactly where I could get that. They have a place called Fleet Farm up here. That fucking place would have it. Guaranteed. Although the handcuffs might come out of the kids' toy section, but they're there, I'm sure.
I feel like a shovel, duct tape, and a flashlight. And
a burlap sack.
And a thing of flour. Just for that. Why not? Make him wonder what the fuck the flour's for.
Motherfucker, I just like bread.
Don't worry about it.
Don't judge me about my bread.
Woodtick Mike says his winter car survival kit involves a liter of Jaeger, a fistful of left-handed cigarette papers, and an inflatable doll.
Oh. So, I feel like there should be a candle in there somewhere.
It's in the wind.
Gizzard's like, please just stop.
It is in the wind.
Next.
He says, I quit, please. Please, somebody sign me out.
Let's get another topic, please, for the love of God.
Oh, but I just looked up things that other people have said about said topic. I found duct tape and aftershave, which I kind of could relate to because I just had tape on my face.
But not the aftershave.
Hey, we're going for interesting combos.
Okay, ketchup and maxi pads.
Oh.
Are we over this now?
Yeah.
I think we're over this one now.
I think we beat that one.
It's dead. It's gone.
What's next, everybody? What's next? Give us your topics.
What secret conspiracy would you like to start?
There's already enough conspiracies. They don't need me starting anything.
Nah.
Mimi, you've always got something fun to talk about. What's a good topic for us?
Mm-hmm.
What's the weirdest thing a guest has done at your house? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Weirdest thing against this done at your house.
What?
Not pay me the rent that he's supposed to?
The weird, yeah, I was gonna say I don't. Well,
like if I'm renting your room, what you do back there, that's your business.
I had someone puke in between my couch cushions and not tell me about it.
Nope, I've got it. This happened while I was in the army, so I will say it was a guest in my barracks room. Pissed in my fucking dresser. In my dresser. Well, it was all fuckered up.
Malcolm did that to you?
No, it was not the Super Jew.
What?
It was D. Wilkes.
Wilkes did that to you?
Yeah, Wilkins did that shit.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was when
that doesn't surprise me though.
when he was young, because he wasn't quite 21 yet. We got him all tankered up one night. He started to freak out. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm like, dude, just go pass out in my room. You're fine. Here's the code. Got his ass into the room. Figured he was just gonna pass out. I wake up the next morning. There's I'm thinking water all over the floor. So I go and I fucking get paper towels and I start cleaning the shit up. Not a big deal. And whatever. Go to get clothes out. He's still passed out. What? Fucking close yourself. What the fuck? Oh, just hold it up about fucking a foot away from my face. Take a motherfucker. Said wet clothes right on his face. Motherfucker. You wash my fucking laundry. Get to work.
That's a hard one to top.
Edward Cap says Mimi wants dick mods.
Well,
still.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me you still have not invested in the Rude Pope for her yet?
Oh wait, Mimi Cap says dick. Dick is the topic she wants to hear.
Oh, well, Jesse's got just the thing for you.
No, I don't.
He does not. He has not started making those yet. Or again.
I just wanted to see if his face would turn red.
No.
Wombatsky.
No, but his dick might.
Wombatsky says we just call that a Monday night in Australia, TJ.
You know, that was a lot of Monday nights when I was in the army, too.
Fuck, dude. Like, we had different rooms for every night so that we would have the excuse for drinking.
TVA has a topic, what is something that everyone looks stupid doing? That would be smoking cigarettes.
That's a given. Let's go with something outside of the given.
Oh, well.
Everybody looks stupid doing it.
Blowing O's.
What?
You have your mouth wide open and your jaw just hanging slack and your lips...
Putting on your best O face?
Yeah, putting on your best O face. It's just not a good look for women. Especially women with long faces.
I beg to disagree.
I'm just saying, there is nothing better than runny mascara.
Meter's just checking out the merchandise.
Like, consensually running mascara.
I got too much airflow in here. Son of a bitch.
I think Adam is showing us that his cat took over his chair.
Something stupid everybody looks stupid doing.
I thought he was rave dancing.
The Macarena.
He had that umchika hand movement.
Wait a minute, I've done that recently. Don't you dare.
And it looks stupid too.
The Macarena. That's a good answer.
Yeah, that is a fucking solid answer.
Oh, the feelers.
She says it's directly to my heart how much I love it.
You can love it. It just looks stupid.
Back to skinny jeans. Modeling
Wearing...
skinny jeans. Everyone looks stupid modeling skinny jeans.
Hey,
Yes.
my butt looks fabulous in skinny jeans.
See, that there's a difference between a guy wearing skinny jeans and a girl wearing skinny jeans.
The difference is a female wearing them is as a female wearing female jeans. A guy wearing them is a guy wearing female jeans.
No, a guy wearing them is wearing jeans that he stole from his girlfriend/wife.
Yes, if your boyfriend or husband wears skinny jeans, you have a girlfriend.
It really upsets me when men have jeans that fit them better than I can find jeans that fit me.
That's a good one. Listening to Nickelback.
Scott, it depends on when you were in. At one time, it was a 91 Papa, but then it switched over to 68 series.
Eric Sutherland, I would
68 Papa.
Yeah,
I would not want to see.
Now.
I would not want to see Eric Sutherland in skinny jeans.
Why is that? Oh. You don't want to see his mushroom outline?
There's too many lines being crossed there.
Count the change in his pocket. Your jeans are so tight I could read the number off your credit card.
I saw another question up there somewhere. Was it, what's the weirdest smell that you have ever smelled, specifically for Giz?
Probably burning ants.
Burning ants? Really?
Mm-hmm.
In all of your life, that is the weirdest smell you've ever smelled. Are you shitting me?
They smell really, really bad without burning them, though.
When I was a kid, you burn ants with a magnifying glass. And it was like, got a big snoot full of that, and it stuck with me all these years.
It's still in there.
Swag says Horton's bin. It's like, yeah, full of shit. It's wonderful.
Burnt human hair, I can see that one. To be honest, the only one that's worse than burnt human hair is burnt human flesh.
Or burnt ants.
Never been a fan of that one. I could say they're all of the things that I got by while like going into ORs and stuff. I could deal with all the bloods, guts, gore, people flayed open like fishes. That stuff didn't bother me. When they started using a cauterizer, I was like, yeah, worst smell in the world. You would think it would smell like barbecue. It does not.
No.
I'm going for an animal that has died in your wall somewhere, and then you have to start trying to figure out where it was and hope to God you find it before it smells anymore.
When I was younger, I worked at some turkey barns, and there's silos underground where they store all the dead turkeys. Then they have a pump truck come and get them or whatever. But it sits there all year in the heat and everything, and just I accidentally got downwind from it when the top got opened. That was the worst fucking thing I've ever had to smell in my entire life.
That's the worst smell, though. That's not the weirdest.
It was weird and worst and everything. It was just bad. Rotting turkey corpses.
That's a metal band.
Yes, the rotting
turkey corpse. That is officially what I'm calling my death metal band.
Rotting turkey corpse?
Yep.
I like it.
That shit smelled so damn bad that like 15 minutes later, it was still fucking affecting me. I damn near flipped a fucking tractor on its side.
That reminds
my band, Eddie and the Arsons, and then check out Rotting Turkey Corpse.
That reminds me of a local band that we have here. It's called Dumpster Juice.
Dumpster Juice?
Yeah. They're actually pretty good, though.
Nice.
That's the only poultry story I have.
Sure.
Poultry stories, eh?
I knew you'd like that one, though, Adam.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dumpster Juice.
That's awesome. What's up, everybody? We're Dumpster Juice.
I need to interject here for a minute. Mimi, if he's bought you that broadside clone, use it.
Did he?
Fantastic. In fact, I have one of them right here. It still needs a little polishing, but...
Yeah, the broadside clone's one of the best clones out there.
Yeah, and actually I have two of them. The other one is here.
Taking notes.
And for what they cost, that clone is a really good clone. I even seen them side by side with the Authentics. They're pretty much 1-to-1.
It's the reason about my Enforcer clone. It's the closest 1-to-1 I've seen.
Nice.
Dude, I'm telling you, in one of these. Nice
Okay, I lied. I do have another poultry story. I used to raise chickens and coyotes or fox. I think it was fox killed them all, and I had to collect them from like a quarter mile around me. They just pulled them out of my property, killed them, and left them lay everywhere.
I thought you were going to refer to that watching the chickens run around with their headlessness.
No, that's fun.
You're fucked up.
That's so foul.
That is foul.
Oh.
What's
worse, the fact that Jesse did it or that Meaner made that joke?
Okay, I might have more poultry stories than I thought than I originally admitted to.
See,
okay?
This is how it starts.
Next, we're going to hear about ducks, geese, any other kind of poultry he can think of.
I don't think I have any more. That's just it. That's all of them. Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
What mythical creature could improve the world the most if it existed?
House elves.
House elves?
Free house elves, or are you talking about enslaved house elves?
I was referring to enslaved, but it was a joke because I do not condone slavery.
Technically, it was indentured servitude. They were never actually slaves. They were just working off their generations-old debt.
Mighty PC of you.
I do what I can.
I'm going for a unicorn. How majestic would that be, just looking out and seeing a unicorn?
Right, but how's that going to improve the world?
That's a horse with a sword on its face.
It's a land narwhal. Period.
I would want to know all of the strange injuries that happen to people with unicorns.
Oh, how long would it take for someone to wind up in the hospital with unicorn wounds on his ass? Like, how long would it take?
That's how it starts, and the next thing you know, Tom Cruise is wearing leather fucking pants, and they're getting fucking actors that shouldn't be acting anymore, reprising roles they shouldn't be reprising anymore, and then here we go again, Hollywood 2018.
Like the only good thing that movie brought out was Mia Sara dancing around like that.
That was
so you're talking about a lot of Charlie Sheen action.
Hashtag winning.
Yes. Tiger's blood.
True that.
I slipped and fell on the unicorn, and the unicorn tried to put it there. That would be the excuse.
I swear to God, this is
how many fucked up stories do me and TJ have from someone that slipped and fell? like for real.
Slipped and fell.
I slipped and fell. Honest to God, that's what happened. You're fucking lying, dude. You
are so full of shit.
That, you know what? I'm telling you, that light bulb did not get there because you slipped and fell on it. I know better.
Light bulb.
But the only question I have for you is, how did you get the big in there first?
Or is that how it went in there?
Look at that.
That's a mighty fine atomizer stand you've got there, Adam Pilarczyk.
Bright yellow variety.
Yeah, where would someone that was interested in one of these mighty fine atomizer stands pick them up?
I believe you could find these at standup3d.com.
Excellent.
You know, if we are going to do this right now, I need to mention, in case anybody has missed Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. There is a 25% off sale going on over at adoreliquid.com. That's 25%. You don't do that very often at all. I think this might be a first, too, if I'm not mistaken.
That's the first time I've ever seen a 25% code.
And all you have to do is type in the code PREPARED. That's it. Anything you want, Adori Liquid, 25% off for the holidays.
Get you some of those concentrates.
And there's a fierce rumor running around that there could possibly be something new coming. So.
Well.
Wondering what kind of old person things I do, but
James Capozzi wants to know if you're going to buy a regulated mod, what would you buy? I'd buy another fucking Minikin V2.
I wouldn't. I would buy a mech mod.
He said regulated. Don't be a cocksucker, Jesse.
And
Exactly.
I said I don't want to regulate it. I don't like.
No, he said if you were to buy another one.
Fine.
Hypothetical.
Probably one of those Rebels mods.
The
Dual or triple battery with the oh my god, the Yee chip with the little fucking scrolly thingy. I can't even think.
Scrolly.
You heard him with the little scrolly thingy.
Where am I at? Who are all these people?
No clue.
No more locked doors.
Fuck.
No locked doors. No locked doors.
You know, I think I would probably end up going the Minikin V2 route because that's still a relevant mod. Even though it's, what, a year and some change old now? It's still relevant. It works well. You don't hear of people having any problems with them. That's a good, solid, regulated device.
If you're talking squonk, this one's a pretty good one. The top side. Easy to fill.
Boxer V2. Fires all the way down to 0.01.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And it's a dual, so you can get your wattage and your low builds. I've had it for over a year and no problems at all, and I treat it like shit.
You know, that's usually a good sign if you can treat it like shit and it is still doing what it's supposed to.
It's still it still doesn't have a fucking scratch on it. I've knocked it off desks. Like, I can't believe it still works. I've treated it's my disposable just beat the shit out of it mod, and it's taken some hefty falls and abuse and doesn't even show a single scratch or scar on it. I'm totally happy that I bought it.
Actually, I can say this one for being a cheap mod, fan-fucking-tastic. I've ever living breaks off of this Tree Box Plus. Just beat the brakes off. I mean, fucking battery doors all fucked up. Runs like a fucking champ.
See, I would go with something high-endy because everything I have is mostly like, $30, $40 mods. So I think if I was to buy another regulated mod, it would have to be something like beautiful.
Substantial.
It's beautiful.
With like a DNA in it, because I've never owned a DNA mod either. So.
I would go for the Voopoo drag just because I like that you could just put on your atomizer and it will change the watts for you.
I like DNA mods. I have all the Therions, and I always liked them when I use regulated a lot more.
I could see that. I guess I would like to buy a high end, but at the same time, if I'm gonna buy one, yeah, I can go and spend $600 on some stab wood with the DNA in it. DNA chips will die just like anything else will.
Those DNA 200s, the original ones, those fuckers, they didn't last hardly any time at all. I've replaced probably 15 or 20 of them when I had my store open right after they first came out.
That's my point. How about I just go buy a fucking stabwood mod with a different fucking chipset in it, but everybody who I see wants to throw a stabwood regulated mod. Oh, it's got to have a DNA chip in it. Get the fuck out of here. It doesn't need to have DNA because DNA is not always fucking reliable.
I like the Yeehee chips or Yeehai, whatever you want to fucking call it, but I've always liked them. I don't care if you can go on and cut.
I mean, there's plenty of fucking regulated mods out there that work just fine that are under $100.
Just as having a Tourette's fit.
Oh, there he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's back.
He was so stoic for a second.
It has to be the fucking winds.
This happens to you all the time. You can't blame it on the wind.
It hasn't happened in a long time since they reset it.
Blame it on the wind.
And then all of a sudden today I'm having all these issues when the winds are blowing really high or fast. I guess if the wind was blowing real high, it wouldn't bother me, would it?
I actually got this paranormal in probably one of the best ways that I could.
Free.
Yep.
Kidding.
Not only that, somebody was like, if you put shorts, I will buy you a DNA mod. So what did I do? Put on some short shorts. I didn't even show them off. I just sat down and somebody sent me the mod.
Damn.
That, madam, is a double standard.
Yes, it is.
And it is. Because God
The
knows
only thing
if I put on short
The only
shorts.
thing, I was gonna say, the only thing I get sent when I wear short shorts is restraining orders.
Yeah, every time. Every
get
fucking time.
Or I'll get a ticket that says, "Sir, please tuck your balls back in your pants."
Right.
That's not allowed in the city park, sir.
That is not a fix-it ticket either. That's when you're paying for indecent exposure.
It was even better because I didn't even show off the short shorts. I just put them on and then sat down, and they took my word for it.
Uh-oh. Triad and the Minikin V2 both died on you?
What? You had a Minikin die on you? That might be the very first Minikin I've heard of dying out on somebody.
Wow.
Unless they've just severely mistreated the son of a bitch.
Well, he said he's still got 2 drags running with no problems, so...
The drags are good.
Hello, Chachi.
What's up, Chachi? How you doing, brother? You want to talk about a dude who does flavor notes for everything? There you go. That dude's one of the best in the game.
Scott Miller says he'll dance nude for a DNA mod.
Here you go. You looking to offload yours?
Yeah, you like to offload yours, Lumi? Like you don't like that? You don't like it? You just want, little dick swinging? Little Chippendale's lap dance going on? Let's put a caveat on this, though. First, Scott Miller, though, you have to shave your ass before you do the dance. You got to trim up, homie.
And get a Brazilian wax.
Well, this was also a quite fortunate timing too, because I think the person just wanted to give me a mod as a gift because, well, no, let me finish.
This is not getting better.
My first mod that I had was the smoked mag kit, and it was broken, and they didn't want me to not have a mod, so that's probably the main reason why I got this.
Yeah, the people are nice like that in the communities.
Yeah, people in this community are amazing. They're always there to help some way or another.
That would do it, Pippa.
My only question, VRV, is how large was the audience that show was for?
And yeah, Lumi, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at what VRV put in the comments.
Your timing of that story coincided with some comments in the chat that
I couldn't help but laugh at.
I missed it.
Yeah, because you know what I immediately thought when he did that? I thought of the Jackass movie with the snake in the sock. I went, yep.
With Pontius, yeah.
Yeah, with Pontius.
Yeah.
Immediately where my mind went, I went, oh.
Pontius does not care about his penis at all.
No, that man has no regard for his dick at all.
Nope. Whatever, it's just fucking hanging there. Fuck it.
And it's extra funny when you see his old lady. You're like, dude, take care of that thing. She's going to like that in a couple of years.
I got a Minikin V2 thanks to Don at Adore Eliquid, and that fucking thing is awesome. No issues. It's great battery life. It's a good mod.
I've had my cuboid for 2 years now.
Nice. I had mine for almost 2 years before it finally
fell on concrete.
Went the way.
4 feet, 5 foot drops a couple times and still freaking going. It's hideous looking. All the finish is like where you grab it is like a different color, but it still freaking kicks ass. And I put the custom firmware on it too, so it's like it runs nicer.
Giz has a good question because this will bring out some laughs. What's the worst or best practical joke you've ever played on someone?
I still think it's that when I had my boss call my roommate and tell him that he got orders to Korea on April Fool's Day. Because that used to be like the worst. That used to be the worst thing that could happen to someone in the army was getting orders to Korea. And sure enough, we both wound up on orders to Korea a couple months later. But like this dude was flipping out, and I didn't tell him till later that night. And he wanted to kill me. And that's the sign of a good practical joke. When like you can laugh about it years later, but in the moment you want to absolutely murder that guy.
Does anybody know when the Adore coupon expires? Is it
end of the week?
Dawn is done.
Sunday, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's up till Sunday.
I have one, and it's an army-related one as well. Actually has to do with the Super Jew. Because this is the best and the worst possible thing you can do to anybody who is Jewish. There were certain things he was Jewish about, other things he was not. One of them was pork. Wouldn't eat bacon, nothing like that. So a bunch of us were out drinking, and we decided to order time. It was getting close to when Papa John's closed. And we ordered a barbecue chicken pizza. Those have bacon on them. We told him, hey, you want a slice of this barbecue chicken pizza? We all knew it had bacon on it. He did not. We did not tell him. Let him plow down a couple of slices. And then we told him. And then he immediately forced himself to puke it all back up. It was fucking hilarious and terrible at the same time that I had fucked with somebody like that, knowing that they don't do it. But he was kind of an asshole to me sometimes. So stealing my
kind of an asshole.
I mean, he did. I'm saying there's a day I went on leave. I had about a case and a half of beer in my fridge. I came back. There was a note in my refrigerator with one beer left that said, "This is for Hezbollah." I was like, "What the fuck?" And I knew who it was.
You got dizzled, but at least he left you a beer.
Yeah, he left me one because he knew I probably would have fucking murdered him in his sleep.
See, Dizzle would just go into my room. He'd come through the bathroom and just go into my room and just take all the beer, and I'd get home and be looking forward to that, cracking open a nice cold Miller Lite or something, and sure enough, everything was gone. Like, motherfucker.
Probably had it in his cooler he was dragging around.
Oh no! By that point, because he worked nights, he'd be passed out in his room.
Oh, I remember there was a morning I came home from working a night shift. It was 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning on like a Tuesday, and people were just getting ready to head to work. And there he is in the parking lot, sees me walking back, and he's in tow with cooler. TJ. Come here. Yes. Look at me. Look at me. Do you want to drink some beer? I'm like, dude, it's 8 o'clock in the fucking morning, man. You just got off work. It's your 5. True enough. Let's drink some beer.
Yep. Like if you ever needed somebody to drink with and he wasn't working, fuck yeah, dude, let's do this.
Yep.
Didn't matter time of day, nothing. I remember him coming back from work, and me and Chrissy were out there drinking because we'd been up drinking all night. We sent him to go get more. Payback, motherfucker. You go get me some more beer. Cool.
Okay.
Comes back with a couple cases, just plops down. All right.
Ooh, Robert said he left his knickers in a mate's glove box, and it did not go down well. That's fucking funny right there.
Anything else, everybody? Come on. Where's your topics? Keep us going. I'll go to bed in a hurry. Don't get me started.
That's it.
I never really played jokes on people, so I don't really have anything to add to that one.
You know, you never had a really good one played on you?
Yes.
Where you wanted to absolutely murder the person, but then later you can laugh at it?
No, she's holding grudges. When I was,
he says, I don't laugh. Fresh 03.
When I was really young, I used to mess around with snakes a lot because we lived in a area that was a lot of woods and forest and stuff. And my sister had some boots, and I had caught a snake that morning, and she was still asleep. And I put that snake down in her boot. When she went to go put her foot into that son of a bitch,
Toy Story did it.
You would have thought she was being killed. It never even bit her, but she felt it, and she dumped it out. And as soon as she dumped it out, it was all over. It was bad. That was pretty rude.
There's a snake in my boot.
There's a snake in my boot.
Or are you on that question that I put up?
Yeah.
Did I miss a good one? I had to get coffee.
Was favorite practical joke gizzards too?
Mm-hmm. Or you either played on somebody, or they played on you, or you witnessed.
I think I've heard your practical joke story before, gizzards too.
Fetal pig.
Fetal pig. What the fuck?
The fetal pig. That's one that comes to mind when I was in high school. I didn't play the practical joke, but when I was walking through the hall between bells, there was a fetal pig that had a noose around its neck, and it was dangling from the stairwell. That created quite a
class or something.
It was really because you had to look up at it, and you're like, "What the fuck is that thing?"
I want to know why.
Somebody had gotten a fetal pig from the science class, because I guess they were dissecting fetal pigs.
Yep,
for biology, but somebody had taken one and fashioned a noose and had it hanging in the stairwell.
That's fucked up.
There's another one I did witness that was something like that. When I was in high school, one of the principals that was there, I think he was one of the vice principals, he was a cocksucker. Just through and through. Didn't matter who the fuck you were, he was just an asshat. And somebody went fishing in the river and caught a bunch of fucking carp, since they're trash fish. And he left his doors unlocked to his vehicle one day, so they stashed them throughout his vehicle. And it was like 90 degrees out that day, so it just smelled like hot, rotting fish. Just terrible. He did not drive that car back to school ever again. I think he sold it. Or took it to the junkyard, one of the two. Because there's no way he got that smell out of there. Because they had been rotten for a couple days prior to them throwing it in his car.
Oh, yeah. That's rude.
Fucking funny, but rude.
A friend of mine threw a couple bullheads under my floor mat. And I didn't find them for like a year.
That's awesome.
All the meat was gone off them. They had just turned to skeletons. But for the longest time, I was always going, "What the fuck stinks?"
That's awesome and horrible.
If they had been huge carp, I would have found them right away. But I never did find them. I was finally cleaned my car out, and I went to vacuum the floor mats, and I took them off, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Oh, you bastard!"
Fish skeleton chilling there.
There's a couple bullheads from like the previous summer sitting under there. Nothing but skeleton left.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
The only problem is when you do shit like that, then you just have to bide your time, because something bad's going to happen to your car as well.
That's it.
That's why I was never like a prankster, because I always, like, I already have anxiety, and like just knowing like he's going to get me back. He's going to get me back worse. Oh my God. And just always being like, ready. It's like, fuck, I don't need that.
I did put who was it, me and I think it was Mock and one other guy, we put a big fucking aluminum dick on the fuck was that Hawaiian kid's name? Can't remember what the fuck his name.
The narc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We put a big fucking aluminum dick right on his fucking car. We put it right on the goddamn car's antenna.
Wasn't he? Didn't something come of that? Wasn't there like? Didn't they get pissy about that?
Oh yeah, because he immediately went, somebody was fucking with my car, and then did this shakedown. And Mock ended up having to write this fucking like 500-word essay or something about why he shouldn't have done it. Instead, he wrote a 500-word essay filled with phallic jokes about Aloha Steve. And then they made him rewrite it again. It was fucking hilarious.
Mako's a pretty funny dude.
Really,
I really wanted to scrub him down, like every time he came around, but
he was a funny guy. But he's definitely a little on the stinkier side of things.
Yeah, I remember his life plan was he was going to go be an anarchist down in, he was going to go be an anarchist down in New Orleans once he got done.
You know, that wouldn't surprise me a bit.
If he's not wandering the streets of New Orleans, just I don't know, just like going into supermarkets trash and pulling out like things of bread and stuff like that. If he's not doing that right now, I would be horribly surprised.
You know, I could see that. He's possibly in a bathrobe looking like the dude.
Yeah.
The dude, yeah.
I'm looking for a nice fucking Caucasian.
Yeah.
I thought for sure that, or I might have missed it, but I thought for sure that Meter would have the best one of these stories. For some reason.
I can't legally talk about any of mine.
I know you have.
Correct.
I know you have a good one, you bastard.
I have a couple of good ones, but they also come with certain charges if I talk about them.
Well, you could use fictitious name.
Allegedly.
Allegedly etching giant penises into the hood of someone's car with bologna slices during the course of a school day, it's frowned upon by certain legal establishments, allegedly. And yes, bologna will etch directly through clear coat and base coat on a car if left in the sun for long enough.
Yeah, that's legit.
No involvement required. Just lay and pray that they don't find it in time.
That's some fucked up shit to do.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh, man.
So was the bologna like cut in the shape of a penis then?
Perfectly. With exuberance.
Nice, Dylan.
She's into the surprise. All right.
Surprise! Nice, Dylan.
You know, I'm not going to lie. I've thought about doing that to the missus a couple times.
Just thought of it, one that I did. I did it a couple of times where I'd take different colored construction paper right before a bad storm, tape it to someone's house. The house is multicolored. It was just fun. I didn't know who the people were, though. Hey, I don't care what you say. That's fun stuff.
Oh, Russ, you gave him a dirty toothbrush? Oof. Note to self, don't piss that guy off, because you're going to get a mouthful of shit. Oof.
That's not good.
Put a groom on the Amtrak the night before his wedding? What the fuck?
Wow.
Jesus Christ, you had to have got him all sorts of fucker to pull that one off. That's just impressive, to be honest.
Yeah, like I'm not even mad. I woke up in New York. I'm not even mad.
I'm impressed. I'd be me. I'd be like, I can't even be mad at you. I'm just impressed. How the fuck did you pull that off? What else we got in here?
That's disgusting, Chromish. I think we've done this topic before, actually. I'm just remembering now. Golf Tee, didn't you say there was some prank that you could pull when it's like minus 60 out?
Oh, yeah. You can do that. Get cotton balls.
Cotton balls, that's it.
Throw them on people's cars, especially on their windshields, because they won't get them off.
Until March?
Well, the windshield they can get off as long as they run the heat long enough, but if you throw it on like the fucking driver's side and passenger side windows, they're not getting them off. It doesn't matter how long you run the heat in that car. It's not going to warm those windows up enough for them to get the freeze off.
Same with the quarter panel.
Yep, the quarter panel works great.
See,
So
I
does
think
the trunk.
I think we've actually done this topic before.
I think we had this conversation in an after show room.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Fresh
What do
look.
nudists do when their glasses are dirty?
Fresh look.
You got it?
I got it.
Nice.
Oh, I'm jealous. I want to see.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not bad. Nicely put together.
Indeed.
How do you get one?
You have to be special. You have to ask the guy for piggyback rides.
Mm-hmm.
Chachi's got a good one. How about a gizzard reading? It's been a while.
I could probably come back and do that later. I'll have to do research, though.
There you go. We'll get a research going. Thanks. All kinds of fucked up things you can do to people's cars.
So many. I saran wrapped a car.
I did that to my platoon sergeant when I lived in Hawaii. He was getting ready to PCS, so they all took him out to his farewell lunch. Me and 3 or 4 other guys stayed back. One of them, this big guy, fucking old Sergeant Rob. I will never forget this motherfucker as long as I live. Big old yoked son of a bitch. And he's like 6'6". Ain't nobody messing with him. He had one of them big old deep fucking boisterous voices, just that you don't talk back to. Yes sir, no sir. Yep, gotcha. But he fucking went and he actually pulled the radio out of the car while we were taking the tires off of it and putting it up on blocks. Because anybody who's lived in Hawaii long enough knows you drive around that island, you are going to see cars on blocks because people have a tendency to steal tires and rims and anything else. So we did that to him, stuffed all of his tires in the trunk, and then hid his head unit in the back. And he left his fucking, since he did leave the top open because he had a little sunroof, we were able to unlock all the doors, wait for the alarm to go off and everything. We'd called the MPs ahead of time to let them know that we were playing the prank so they wouldn't come and fuck with us. And then we filled up his car with packing peanuts.
Me and a couple of friends got together and moved this guy's car. It was a Camaro. We picked the back end of it up and put it sideways in the parking lot just to fuck with him. The car got fucking towed off.
Okay, so something like that happened to me one time where my car had broke down about, I don't know, like 3/4 of a mile from my house, and I couldn't get it fixed till the next day, so I just left it on this block. And the next day we went to go retrieve my car, and it was about half a block down. The windows were rolled down, and there was empty Modelo cans. So like some vatos were like partying in my car or around my car, like overnight. They're like, "Hey, this weirdo left his car here. Let's just party right here." But they moved it. Like, why did they move it? It's really weird.
Maybe they just didn't like the view there.
Completely unexplainable. I was like, dude, I know where I left my car. And my friend Dan's like, yeah, you wouldn't like leave it like this, right? Because it was a little cockeyed. Like, no. Somebody had a party.
Okay, any more topics?
I just learned something.
Best way to scare trick-or-treaters this year? I don't get trick-or-treaters, but
I don't either.
I do, and actually this is a good topic because I need to scare the shit out of some little kids because I'm that kind of person.
what Lifa does is probably the best, where you're sitting there and you dress up in costume, like sit down in a chair with the candy bowl. And when they go and you put the sign out that says take just one, when someone takes more than one, you just reach out and grab them.
That is a good one. I like that. I thought about doing 2 because I remember him talking about that. So I thought about doing 2, like getting a mannequin that's dressed one way and then me sitting in a chair dressed next to it almost the same way. And then putting the candy dish between me and the mannequin. So that way I can watch it and then see what happens, and they don't know who's gonna fuck with them.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's one of those ones, once the kid gets a little bit older, I'll have the missus sit in the chair next to me, and then I'll sit in the other chair, and we'll both just scare the shit out of kids.
Excellent.
And if they don't piss themselves, then maybe I'll give them a full-size candy bar or something like that.
Yeah, a good trick. A good trick is worth its price in candy.
That it is. Here's a trick. Get the fuck off my lawn. If I could hack into anyone's computer, whose computer would I choose?
I don't want no one to hack. I don't want to hack into anybody's computer because I don't want them to do it to me. But no.
Train, I'm 3 or 0 depending on what's going on.
I'm 3.
3.
Oh, I guess that was.
Someone asked what our Nick level was.
Yeah,
0 or 1.5.
I answered that and it wasn't for me. Sorry.
It's for everybody. If it comes up, whatever, everybody can answer. Now, whose computer would I hack into? Jesus, that's a tough one because there's a lot of people out there that I would like to know what they're doing, namely political figures, like fucking other people on the panel. I don't give a shit what's on your computer. You guys can be looking at fucking dick porn. I don't care. But there's some of them that I would just like to go through and just be the fly on the wall in their computer, namely some political figures that I don't trust. And, oh, well, I guess they fall into that political group too. But, you know, like maybe the people who run the fucking for the kids, fucking Kids Against Tobacco and all that.
Tobacco-free kids.
You know, all those cocksuckers, because I'm sure they've got some shoddy shit going on there. Huh.
Aha. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you.
And yes, that's right. There's the buy one brew, get the other for free.
That's cider
goes for Harvest Moon or that soul warming cider. I mean, that soul warming cider, that's the hot ticket. The Harvest Moon is good, but that soul warming cider is fucking banging.
I can vape that Harvest Moon for a little while right around Thanksgiving, but I can vape that soul warming cider year round. I don't give a shit. That stuff's awesome.
Who would play you in a movie about your life?
There's only 2 people that could play me. One is possibly Jack Black, because I don't know how many times I've heard I sound or talk like him. And then also, I would think Zach Galifianakis, just because he's a weird motherfucker, and there's something about that guy that I just fucking he's right there.
Well, I want to turn that question back around to the people in chat. Who do you think would play us in a movie of our life?
Oh God,
Ooh, that's actually a good way to turn that around. I like that.
Who's short? Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Right.
I wouldn't want his Scientology ass playing me though.
In the closet.
I'm not coming out of the closet.
No, in the closet too. I just saw that episode the other day, so as soon as it said Tom Cruise, it popped right in my head.
Oh, that's great.
Jesse, Steve Martin for Jesse. Interesting, Pippa.
You mean he's gonna stay this color? Oh, the young kids won't get that one.
Steve Buscemi.
Gizzards too.
Wee Man would play Fresh. Wee Man's a pretty cool dude. I wouldn't mind him playing me.
Oh, you got
Swag says Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. I wouldn't mind Danny DeVito either. He's a pretty good actor.
Pippa says Adam Sandler for the meter.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. He'd have to learn how to grow a beard though. His shit is.
Vape Ross Vape says Jesse is Gonzo. Because they both.
Eric Sutherland says Ron Jeremy would play DJ.
Wow.
Ron Jeremy would take that role, by the way.
If
it's anything in a mainstream, if it's a mainstream movie of any sort,
Yeah.
Ron Jeremy would be like, "Fuck yeah!"
Right.
What do I have to do? Grow a beard? No problem.
This fuzzy bastard.
Give me 20 minutes. Okay, I'll get the beard down.
Right.
Seth Rogen, she says for me. Yeah. I can possibly see that. Except for I'm not very gingerly.
So who for Adam then?
Yeah, who would be Adam? And Lumi. Don't let her get away unscathed in this matter. Ooh, you got a Mike Myers there, fresh.
Mike Myers? I don't know if Mike Myers could grow the beard.
Mm-hmm. The CGI fucking makeup artist, I'm sure they could get the beard in there.
True. Very true.
Maybe.
I don't know very many female actors. I'm very out of my element with this subject. So if you guys do say something, I probably won't know it.
I don't know female actors either. I know a couple female actresses, though. I'm that kind of asshole right now.
She does kind of have that Riley Reid hairline going on.
It's all right. VR Vape Ross Vape.
Fucking Ginter.
Chandler Bing, Matthew Perry,
Chandler Bong.
Matthew Perry for Adam. You know what? It might be misogynistic, but it is proper English. I'm just saying. English may not be my strong suit, but occasionally English I do
I know who Owen's talking about now. What the fuck was his name? Because, yeah, actually, that's a really good that's a spot on fucking call. Mr. Ginter actually got a good one there, and I can't remember the dude's fucking name now.
I'd take Ed Harris.
Time to IMDb this bitch.
Jeff Bridges for Gizzard.
Jeff Bridges be good for Gizzard.
Yeah. Because you know what? I'm not going to lie. There's been a couple times where I looked at Giz and I went, you're the fucking dude. You just don't realize it.
This armadillo really ties the room together.
Right.
They pissed on my armadillo.
best.
What is that? Fucking marmot?
Lumi is Lara Croft. Like the new Lara Croft? I saw that movie when I was flying because it was one of the ones they had on the airplane. I was like, oh.
Ginter says named Brian Blessed. And Robin Williams, if he was still kicking for Giz. See that? Sandra Bullock, Chevy Man says for Lumi.
Yeah, that would be actress.
Oh my gosh.
Who?
I'm going to find you while you're sleeping.
Apparently the Sandra Bullock thing really sets her off.
No, I was talking about Mr. TJ and 3D over here.
What?
Sticker.
That's right, VRV.
What the hell did I do?
The actress.
That was Alfred Pudding. I just repeated what he said. Female actor is semantically... Well, I guess. Yeah.
Swag says Carrot Top for Giz.
Carrot Top, yeah.
Lizard Stew with his prop comedy.
Ooh. Actually, Pippa, I like that. I think Gene Wilder could play a good Giz.
He's pretty magical.
Yeah. Says, yeah, but I shoot with this hand.
It's the kid.
Man, Gizzard Stew, they must think that you smoke a whole shit ton of weed, man.
I ain't playing Gizzard Stew, man. No way, man.
No way, man.
No way, man.
Giz is not here, man.
Gene Hackman now for the meter? Jesus.
I mean, I've got more hair than that. Come on now.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, you know who I want? Who I want to play me just so I could watch him just like butcher everything and be fucking fantastic and get an Academy Award. Joe Pesci. I want Joe Pesci to play me. Like New York, like freshest from the mean streets of Brooklyn now.
Two Utes.
What do you mean you want him to play you? Do I look like a game? Am I here to amuse you?
Exactly.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna fucking mix some fucking e-liquid over here.
Exactly. He's so retired from acting, but it would be awesome.
Owen Ginter says Dwayne Johnson for me.
Dwayne Johnson.
Say that if Scarlett Johansson did play me, I need to like replace out my wardrobe immediately to get her into some super tight clothes to watch.
I'm with Lumi on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if she really fits that well, though.
No, she definitely doesn't, but I'll still have to replace out my wardrobe.
You just want the clothes when she's done.
No, I just want to see her in the clothes.
Well, now that we know which way that door is swinging, all right. Well, let's get into this a little more in depthly. I mean, we've got 15 minutes here, right?
Man, who else could play Lumi? Like we could go for like Academy Award style. We could go with like Jessica Chastain. Like if we're going for Oscars here, which I think we should, for the Vape Vlog the movie.
I think I'm too funny looking to have somebody that looks like me.
Giz Bill Murray. Ooh.
Could I have Patrick Stewart?
Yeah, I'll take Bill Murray.
Dude, yes. Hell yes. Any excuse to have Bill Murray in a movie. Any fucking excuse at all.
Everyone played by Dwayne Johnson, says Alfred Pudding.
Nice.
Oh, that is fun.
But aren't we just turning this into an episode of Orphan Black? Like, where are we going here?
Oh, I could see Meter being played by John C. Reilly.
Oh, Liam Neeson for Adam Pilarczyk, just for that voice. Like, it's just a cloud, and it's just Liam Neeson's voice just telling us stuff.
I will find you.
I want to see like Rob Zombie do Giz.
That'd be awesome.
Lumi, you just got a Natalie Portman.
I don't know who that is either.
Go look it up. You'll put it in your spank tank for later.
She was Black Swan.
Look up Natalie Portman raps.
That's what I was just getting ready to say.
She was in the Star Wars movies that we don't like to talk about.
She was in Black Swan. Did you see Black Swan?
Oh.
Wood Tick Mike says Tommy Chong for Adam.
Any day.
Apparently Tommy Chong's got multiple roles in this, like Dusk Till Dawn.
Fuck it, Tommy Chong's playing everybody.
Yep, Tommy
Somebody
Chong
should probably tell him.
Wayne The Rock Johnson.
There's going to be like 6 different versions. One of them's going to be nothing but Tommy Chong, and the other one's going to be Dwayne Johnson. And fuck it.
I kind of want Lumi, save that for after the show. Let's watch Natalie Portman raps as a group. After the show.
He could just hit the
she's got 2 of them now. It's both of them are fucking phenomenal.
They are pretty good.
Kevin Hart, I could see switching it up. Vin Diesel for me. I'll take Vin Diesel too.
I mean, he is Groot.
I could just sit around and growl the entire movie.
You know what? I actually can probably really see Vin Diesel playing you because you don't have friends. You got family.
Yeah, got family. I just sit there the whole time talking about family in my car.
He lives his life 1/4 mil at a time.
Gotta for the family.
I'd take Statham too. Statham's not a big dude.
I like where Ginter was going with this. Michael Bay directs the Johnson version. Tarantino directs the Chong version.
Oh, fuck yes.
Dimon says for the meter, Zach Galifianakis, but from the Hangover variety.
Nice. I could absolutely see that. Or for the Between Two Ferns, either one. The Between Two Ferns Galifianakis is fucking gold, man. When he fucking slapped Bieber, I almost cried.
The Woodtick Mac says Cheech and drag for Lumi.
What?
Not cool.
Cheech and drag.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Oh, yeah. Tell me how to live. Oh, that's gonna get stuck in my head. That was a bad idea.
Are you ready for my reading?
Yep.
Okay. Let me get prepared here.
I thought you were asking because you were prepared.
I am prepared now. Ready? Who is it? Dave. Dave's not here. Who is it? Dave. Dave's not here.
But Dave's not here, man.
Son of a bitch.
No, I'm Dave.
Oh, dude, how would I take offense to that, Pippa? I just have to, like, could we get Woody Harrelson not to have his accent for a movie? Like, would that be strange?
It might be.
Just him not drawling everything out?
Yep.
That'd be weird.
I feel like Adam Pilarczyk could probably do a really good job at talking like him.
Like Woody? No, I don't know. It's kind of like the southern accent for me is just kind of like generic like this, you know.
We could go totally southern with it, and we could have McConaughey.
All right.
McConaughey plays Adam Pilarczyk and talks about Lexuses for the entire movie.
That'd be awesome.
I don't.
Yeah, we could go with old Matt.
ID Voca, what's happening? Came in right at the end.
What's up?
All right, you're welcome that I sneezed all over my arm and you guys didn't have to hear it.
Yes.
That was fucking disgusting. Good thing I got a handy dandy roll of paper towels here.
Holy shit.
Awesome.
Having to look up every single one of these people that you guys are mentioning.
Look up Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall.
Someone said Shelley Duvall.
That's a weird poll.
Lumi by Shelley Duvall.
Howie Mandel for Fresh. Just because
Howie Mandel?
Howie Mandel, because he's bald.
But Fresh is,
He's like, Howie Mandel's way too tall to play me.
and Fresh is a
He's
notorious hugger, and Howie Mandel's only about the fist bumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it took him like 15 years to get to fist bumps too.
Yeah, right.
He's still just barely fist bump. He's like, oh, really close. That's good.
Yeah, and then he's got the Purell right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. One whole bottle per bump.
Like that would be torture for poor Howie Mandel.
And as soon as possible, it's shower and scour.
He's in there with his sugar scrubs.
So filthy.
I'm so dirty.
Get it off me.
Air hit me. It's bad.
Well, I think it is about that time we should take her around the room because A, it's getting fucking hot in this office. And I need to take my ass to bed here shortly.
And B, because he fucking said so.
That's it. Oh, let's see. Who should go first here? How about, let's go with Lumi since she doesn't know who any of these actors or actresses are.
Hey, thank you for having me. Bye.
Well, Adam, since you were throwing your hands up, that must have been the I want to go next version, right?
Oh, that was the come on, Lumi. You can do a little better than that. So, yes, as always, thank you for having me. This is the highlight of my week every week to be here and hang out with you, Vaping fam. Yeah, as always, check out music. I play music in bands, and you can listen to it online. I'll post I'll post the link out there so you guys can check it out if you haven't already. The people who have, I appreciate it a bunch. It's pretty much my existence is music, so anytime anybody, gives me a pat on the back for it, it's a nice little ego booster, and not in a bad way either, so I appreciate it. Other than that,
that's awesome.
Check out everybody on the panels, social media and YouTube channels, and thank you again, TJ.
Jesse.
Hi. Thanks for having me. Everybody go check out my Instagram at standup3D. Follow me if you want to. Check out my my YouTube channel at standup3D also, and go over to my site and check out the stuff that I make. It's standup3d.com. Also, you can check out Lumi over on Twitch and on YouTube and stuff like that. So go find her.
There you go. Since she won't pimp her own shit. Well done, sir. Battle, how about you have at it since you look deep in thought?
That's right. Playing the social media game. So everybody come check out the show Friday. We're going to be talking about the new Flavora cookbook with Bryson from Flavora. We're going to be talking about that. And then Saturday, we're going to do another retry on trying to get Mary Beth onto the DIY show. So we've got a couple of good shows lined up for you. Remember, if you're looking for tickets to the Vegas Vape Expo, Flavora has thrown it out there that you can use coupon code Flavora when you check out for the Vegas Vape Expo. And I believe the tickets are 100% free.
Yeah!
So if you're looking to go, I'll see you there. Suckers! Who hasn't gone yet? Giz, have you gone yet?
I haven't yet.
Over to Gizzard Stew at the Armadillo Pants desk.
Okay. So now I'm really going to do my reading. The reading is from Dr. Seuss.
Yes.
And it's on diversity. We see them come. We see them go. Some are fast and some are slow. Some are high and some are low. Not one of them is like another. Don't ask us why. Go ask your mother.
That spoke to me, Gizzard Stew. Right in the middle.
This always speaks to me.
I thought it might.
Right here.
And on to the Pissy Pants desk.
What's up, everybody? First and foremost, thank you all for coming and hanging out. Tonight's show was fun. I enjoy this when we let you guys kind of pick and choose there what's going on. Made the night go by way quicker than I thought it was going to, which sucks, but it's good at the same time because that means we had a good time. Everybody on the panel, thanks for coming again. I appreciate you guys. Love that you came to hang out. Couple things to go over here. Don't forget to go over to adoreliquid.com. Coupon code prepared, 25% off. This is a limited time thing. This does not happen but once in a lifetime. So go over there, 25% off. Go fill your cart with little purple hearts. Also, while you are going and checking out those that support us, go over to Vaping Swag. Get yourself some Gizzard Brew. Comes with a free bottle of either the Harvest Moon or the Soul Warming Cider. Saying both of them are excellent. It's my personal opinion. I'm going the Soul Warming Cider all the way. You can also get the Who the Fuck is Gizzard Stew shirt over there as well. You can get pretty much everybody on the panels here. So any of those that you would like to do, by all means, feel free to pick them up. None of us get a lick or a dime from those. Those are all going to advocacy, so make sure you do go hit them up. And also, while I'm thinking about it, because I did see a post from him today, go check out Coil Vapes. They do make some phenomenal custard over there as well as that Bowl of Joy. That is the only cereal vape that I can say that I have truly enjoyed. And I don't like cereal vapes. But that one is spot on. It's not too lemony like a lot of those motherfuckers that I've tried. Other than that, you know the regular drill, thepinkpussylist.com. Anything on that is going to have some sort of discount code. From Ohmageddon, which I see Giz is holding up the duck pond variety there, all the way down to lucidrda.com. They all have some sort of discount code or free shipping or something that's going to help you out and save there. Make sure you go check that out. And no, I did not forget about that. Who said that? Was it on Friday that they were going to send something over to Lumi from Ohmageddon? A little bit of the Phantom Ravioli, and I'll beat up RDA.
I don't know if that's actually going to happen.
Well, hopefully it does, because it will be pleasantly surprised. And not to mention, you should, if you do get it, make sure you don't open it until you're live on air and somebody is there to watch you giggle. Because it will happen.
Okay, noted.
Other than that, nothing else that I'm going to pimp tonight, except for make sure you educate, advocate, not for yourselves or for any of us up here, but those that come behind us, because they haven't made that switch from the Stinkies. We got to keep this alive for them. So make sure you're paying attention to your local, your state, and the federal level of what's going on. Take the calls to actions you can. Get people involved that normally wouldn't be involved as well. Other than that, I got nothing else to say. So on that note, I will send it over to the one, the only, the Meter Vapes.
Thank you very much, TJ, first and foremost, for having me here. This and every Wednesday night is always the little piece of solace that I can hold on to no matter how insane my day gets. I know that I have a panel full of fellow vapors and a crowd full of lunatics that are going to be here to help me de-stress and get back to normal before I can go on and push for the rest of the week. First and foremost, LUMI_STREAMS. That's where you can go find Lumi over on Instagram. That will link you to her other social medias. That way you can follow her, since she won't tell you how to follow her yourself. For shameless self-promotion, take yourself over to vapingswag.com. Get yourself some of that Meter made while it's still warm enough to enjoy it outside. Get yourself a Meter Vapes t-shirt. It's the shiniest fucking shirt you'll find in vaping, and all of the proceeds go directly to advocacy. I don't make a fucking penny off of it. So I'm not trying to do this to line my pockets. I'm trying to get you looking like the sharpest vape fans you can be and help support the industry that has helped keep me off of cigarettes for years now, and I appreciate that. So I do everything I can to give back, and you should too, which is why you need to take yourself to thepinkpussylist.com. The most important word you can make sure in that phrase, the Pink Pussy List. Otherwise, you go to a whole different website and we have nothing to do with that one. But that is a site that will help you spend your money contributing to the people who take care of the community that we hold so dearly, the community that we have to continue to fight for day in and day out. As a vapor, it's your job to be educated and to be vocal. No matter what is going on, our fight is never done because we are constantly being pushed back against by the FDA. So it's not time to get ignorant. It's not time to get loud and boisterous. Be simple, be tactful, be educated. Be responsible vapors and set a good example for this community, because those of us that are being supported by the community are being supported by people who are setting a great example for others. So it's our job to reflect that. So the only thing that I would ask for everyone this week is just hold your ground. Be tactful. Don't sink into the traps of all the negative and misinformation that is being spread. Be the light of education. Share the information with those who don't know the difference, and help set a good standard for vapors. Thank you, sir.
Outstanding. Kids, would you like to take us out, buddy?
Sure. Get off your butts and vape!
Bye! Love you all!
Get off your butts and vape.
Masturbate!
Get off your butts and vape. 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 Get off your butts and vape.